a guided meditation for self-forgiveness. Forgiveness can be a beautiful practice, but sometimes it may be difficult to forgive ourselves, especially when we may have acted in a way that is not aligned with our values. It can take time and lots of self-kindness and compassion to forgive ourselves or others. In today's meditation, you are invited to at least set a gentle intention to forgive yourself in any way that feels right to you. And if something does not feel right for you yet, don't force it. It is likely that some emotions will appear in this practice, and if that happens, try to simply notice them and, if possible, let them pass by like clouds in a blue sky. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You can choose to sit, lie down, or even stand. A quiet space with few interruptions may be the most appropriate one for today. Take a moment to settle in, perhaps wrapped in a warm blanket, having your back and body well supported by the chair or surface you are on. If you wish, you can close your eyes to fully turn inwards. Remember to soften and relax your gaze if you prefer to keep your eyes open. Once you are ready, focus for a moment on your breathing, if breathing feels pleasant and comfortable for you today. Taking some full, relaxing breaths to begin with, and then returning to the normal pace and following the breaths for a short moment. Or you can focus instead on the sounds or sensations in the feet or hands if breathing is not the right anchor. Simply listening or experiencing any sensations in the body to connect to the present moment. Just being here and now. Keep breathing, noticing the sensations or sounds for a little while longer. Noticing now how your entire body feels. Is there any tension present anywhere? Let your attention check the most common areas where we typically hold a bit of tension. Checking and noticing the forehead, the brow, and areas around and behind the eyes. Relaxing facial expression, letting the jaw to drop and relax. noticing the sensations in the neck and shoulders, releasing any tension there if present, letting the shoulders to drop and arms to be heavy, letting the chest and belly to fully expand with breathing, softening and relaxing the body, letting it be heavy, safely planted on the surface of the planet. I invite you now to imagine yourself as a small child, picturing what is the age of your child self as it appears to you, seeing their face and their vulnerability. Perhaps you can imagine yourself sitting or kneeling in front of this young version of yourself, looking in their eyes, putting hands on their shoulders, and simply saying, I forgive you. You may have hurt yourself or others, but it's okay. It's part of being human. I release you. Perhaps imagining someone else who cares for you, loves you, and wishes you well may be helpful. It could be a relative, a friend, a spiritual figure, or anyone who, in your mind and heart, embodies the qualities of compassion, kindness, and forgiveness. Maybe they are touching your shoulders or holding you and offer you forgiveness with these words or your own words that resonate with you best. I forgive you. You may have hurt yourself or others, but it's okay. It's part of being human. I release you. Let yourself stay with these images and words for a few moments in silence. As you feel into the energy of self forgiveness, notice if anything comes up in your mind or body. Perhaps there are some stories of wrongdoing in your mind, stories of letting other people down, performing poorly at studies or work, not meeting your standards as a friend, parent, partner, human being. Perhaps these stories revolve around the harm you brought to yourself by letting yourself down, harmful addictions, maybe even hating and blaming the past version of yourself for making mistakes that had perhaps unintentional consequences later in life. So many ways in which we harm ourselves or others are unintentional, though. It is part of being human. We can make amends and release ourselves from feeling guilt and shame. Take a moment to continue sitting with any thoughts, emotions, and body sensations that continue to appear, taking time to notice and acknowledge them and offering yourself forgiveness. You can try and place your hand on your heart area and whisper, forgiven, forgiven, or it's okay, it's okay. You can again imagine yourself as a child or with someone who deeply cares for you, offering you this forgiveness. Remember, the intention is to embrace a possibility of forgiveness without forcing it. Continuing this gentle inquiry, ask yourself if there is anything else you have been holding against yourself, identifying whatever self judgments you have, and if any doubts or fears come up, acknowledging and accepting them with as much compassion as possible. Maybe saying to yourself, it is my intention to forgive myself when I am able to do so. Letting yourself to relax and open your heart to forgiveness in this tender way. I invite you to practice this for a few moments in silence. Before finishing the practice, offer yourself a wish for your own peace of heart and mind, a peace that may be shared with everyone you encounter as well. You are allowed to feel peace and to release difficult feelings. And by healing yourself, you are bringing more peace and joy to the world as well. Let yourself return to the breathing, sounds, or sensations in the body for a short moment, noticing the way your body and mind feel after this practice, and letting yourself rest in whatever peace and forgiveness you may be experiencing in this moment. When you are ready, take a few deeper breaths again. Perhaps move your toes and fingers, maybe stretch a bit, and slowly reopen your eyes if they were closed, letting the light in, returning to your surroundings, continuing your day with hopefully a bit more peace in your heart. I hope you enjoyed this meditation and will return to this practice when needed. Thank you for your kind comments, likes, and subscribes. They all inspire me to share more recordings like this one. I look forward to connecting with you and wish you all a wonderful day. Goodbye.